Okay, I'm gonna start with the prologue. What a great day! Let's go fishing on the west side of the village. How about no? Okay. Your turn. Okay, I activated all tutorials. Basic tutorial. This is the mana cost of this card. Crazy. I'm so surprised. I have never seen a card game like that before. Oh wait. Okay. This is your mana pool. Every turn you can get 3. Okay. The mana limit is 4. Go over and the first mana gained vanishes. Okay. At turns end, all hand cards are automatically discarded. Okay. Now try to use the strike. Okay, I have 2 more mana. Enemy's intentions. Enemy's turn plans displayed here, resolved from top to bottom. Okay. Plan wisely in response to the enemy's intentions. Okay. And we just continue doing exactly this. Choose between one new card. I cannot choose. Fishing Wish. Heal 12 HP, draw 2 cards. Fragile. Okay, there is apparently... How is... On what number is this demo? Because there's an overlap in the description, which shouldn't be. But I still can read it. So, okay. Fragile. Remove the card from the game after it's used. Okay. Come, live with me and be my love, and we will some new pleasure prove of golden sands and crystal brooks with silken lines and silver hooks. And we will some new pleasures prove. That is not English, but okay. Okay. Enemy's abilities. Oh, he has parry, I guess. Maybe? Watch out, this piggy has the special skin Thick Skin. Thick Skin reduces piggy's damage received by 3, so regular strike cards can't harm it. Try to use a more powerful card against it. Okay. This card is effective, but requires blue mana to use. Comes from any blue cards. Ah, I see. Drag a card to the mana pool to exchange it for mana. Aha, okay. Here, both strike and one-time crossbow can be exchanged for blue mana. I see. Does that cost me anything? No. Oh, it also changes my existing mana into blue. I'm not going to use the Fishing Wish, but the Fishing Wish Okay, the game has not explained this to me. So I have a card of decks. Card of decks? What the fuck am I talking about? I have a deck of cards. So what the game has not really told me is this game giving me a deck? I draw cards of it, I discard cards into my discard pile, and if the discard pile, like if I cannot draw any more cards, is it taking the discard pile and shuffles it and makes it my new deck? The game has not explained this to me. Can I do this again? No. Ah, I need to convert existing mana into colored mana. Ah, well, then let's play this. So it draws the cards from the discard pile. It just did. Like, this is my discard pile, but it just did draw 5 cards from the discard. Okay. Does it matter when I use blue mana, or does it need to be the leftmost? Apparently it doesn't matter, right? No, it doesn't matter. Okay. All cards here. And it draws all cards. So it goes back and forth, huh? As I see it. A strange girl. I met a girl. Swords and shields are so boring. Try these new goodies. Okay. Get Chaos Strike 2 times. Get Crossroad 2 times. Get Dice Bonus. Okay. Deal. Okay. So I need to roll a 10 or higher to deal 8 damage. Or get blocked. Gain 4 luck, which I have no idea what luck does so far. Do I choose 1? Or do I get all of them? I get all of them. Okay. The girl left. What the hell is all this? Keep moving. Purple or silver can be used to play this card. So magic. If you have purple and silver, silver is saved first using colored mana first. Okay. Interesting. Brother. I don't believe... What? But you just told me that I can pay either purple or silver. Oh, this is the exception. This is the norm. Okay, I get it. My bad. Okay. An interesting aspect is now I have 6 block. I will get 5 damage, which would reduce the block to 1. Will I carry over 1 block? That is a question for another time. So now I have 3 in my discard pile. This makes it 4, and I have 9 there. Let's see. I'll carry... No, I do not carry over the shield. What does luck do? When rolling dice, roll an extra dice and take the highest result. Then lose 1 luck. For every 6 luck, roll 1 more extra dice. Okay, so it's a temporary buff. I see. Interesting. Yes, I'm very slow at the moment because I'm kind of learning the system. Okay, I cannot really do this. This is very beneficial to have. This needs a purple. Does this turn into... Yes, this turns into a purple. Okay. Let's do this. Play this. Okay. And then turn this into blue and do this. I have 8 in my discard pile and 4 over there. So yeah, it goes back and forth. Okay. See, in the demo, they should explain this. I mean, I make the assumption it functions like that, because video games and ex-Magic the Gathering player... I make this assumption, but I feel like a majority of people wouldn't really make this connection in the first place. Maybe in observing the thing they would notice. But in general I would say like, damn son, you know... Here. I mean, there's no reason to use the strike. This doesn't make sense. Damn, son. Okay. Is this... Oh, okay, I have to drag. I see. Okay. Hi! Piggy Boss, powerful leader of the Piggy Clan. How dare you to treat my piggies like that? Reduce damage received by 99. Okay. So there's a gimmick to this boss fight. There are 2 health bars. Why? So who is the other health bar? Who is this? I guess this is part of the tutorial, so yeah, whatever. Things just got complicated. Why is this piggy so strong? You won't be able to handle it like this. Here's something for you. You can use dice to change any number you see on the screen. The change is permanent until you die. Try playing with this deck. Okay, okay. Okay, I guess we are cheating. I'm okay with this. To exert, remove the card from the battle after cast. Deal 99 damage to all enemies. Deal 99 damage to yourself. Huh? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. So, you cast this, and then you use the dice. Okay, so it is time-based? No choice, let's go again. By the way, you can also change the numbers on the cards. I know. Wait, do I have to change the number on the cards first before I cast it? Because that is what the game didn't tell me. Do... Aha. Okay. I see. Okay. I see. Well, that is, interesting. How convenient that it is 5566. What do you think? I really like it, actually. But I really like it, mostly because you can break the game. But in general, the basic gameplay itself, without breaking the game, was already good and compelling, to be honest. I mean, this is about rigging in general. It's basically what you do in every Dungeons and Dragons game, right? I mean, if you're not happy with the situation, you're basically seducing the dungeon master, the game master, whatever. What do you say, I wish? Just seduce the game master, and the problem is solved. I cannot do that, unfortunately. Of course you can do that. How do I cannot reach the number. I can barely reach the number. Oh, I have to click on it and then I can... Okay. The DM is married and his wife is into gay fanfic for some reason. Aren't you, like, literally rigging yourself with this? It's rigged against me. Yes, it is. I mean, you basically just said you want it. The end of the beginning. I just saw something purple in the distance and it feels like it's getting closer and closer. It feels wrong. That's not good. Time to go home. Leave. So it's faster than light as well. Okay. Of course, that makes perfect sense. There is no game. Leave. Go home, nerd. Yes. The power to change numbers comes with a cost. Purple mist will chase you throughout your journey. Whenever you move forward, it will also chase you a small step forward. Getting caught by it means danger. If the mist covers the full map, you fail instantly. Okay? Why is this? Like, why this? What is the purpose of this? Is there some features that right now on this specific map is not active? Because this is pointless. The true beginning. The purple mist keeps spreading. In the haze, it seems to see things not of this world. This world is broken. The girl appears again beside me. Why is this happening? Because you used that dice card to change the numbers in this world. It's quite useful, right? Otherwise, you would have been beaten by the pity boss. Who are you? I am God. Only a God can do such incredible things. I came to save you. In other words, the small girl is our final boss. What? Save me? How? If you stay here, you will be swallowed by these purple strange things, she says with a smile, even though it's a frightening thing. Escape with this world with me. Eh? Isekai instantly by an ice cream truck. Welcome to my home. This is the middle realm, the junction between parallel worlds. The world we just left is no more, but I can take you to countless almost identical worlds. However, no matter where you go, you will have purple mist chasing after you. If you can run all the way to the center of the royal city. What? But if you can run all the way to the center of the royal city, I'll send... What? If you can run all the way to the center of the royal city. Oh, this is a comma. It looked like a full stop. I'll send you to a world where you have time to leisurely fish. Kill me now. Good luck. Don't forget to bring the dice, or you won't last an hour. What? We are Prepare. Upgrade. Okay, we have a skill tree. I see. You can and must use purple orb when selecting the start deck. You can use blue orb when selecting the start deck. Hmm? You can upgrade your dice in the shop. Upgraded dice will be bigger. You can use dice in the loot screen. Yeah. The thing is, it tells me nothing. I don't even know. It also says it's locked, so therefore it uses this currency, which I have 0. Okay, why am I even looking into it? Prepare. Select your class. Your class and your start deck will be generated based on mana orbs you've chosen. Okay? You will gradually unlock other orbs along the journey. For now, drag and drop blue to the center. Okay. Vast knowledge, improvising with courage. Be water, my friend, and counter every spell. You must carry this orb with you. Well, confirm. After deciding your class, you will receive some start relics. Relics are very useful, be sure to check it. Activated relics such as the 1 dice need a click to trigger its effect. Remember to use them. When an enemy health bar is broken, draw 2 cards. Broken? Okay. I will make the assumption that enemy health bars have like a protection around them, and then you need to attack them with a specific element to break it. The 1 dice. Require charge 2. Press to activate. Permanently change the target number to dice. 2 purple or 2 dice? When the time passes, charge for this relic. Time passes when you pass through a map location. As time passes, the purple mist moves a step closer. Change the number on the card. If any number on the card is changed... What? If any number of a card is changed permanently, that card gains distorted keyword. The distorted keyword. Okay. And now we are at the point where you would need to explain what distorted means. But you don't. That is a problem. Ah, the familiar scenery. Let's go for a bit further and see. Kputu. Well, I have just to make the assumption what this means. Well, I can imagine what this means, but I can also make the assumption that I probably will not even have enough money for that. Okay. So they roll a d4. Okay. Can be paid with both. What is the secondary life bar? That is what I have not yet understood. Is that block? Is this bar block and this is life? You deal 5 damage, which is a lot of damage. Let's be mean. I just made it worse. That's okay. There's the distorted. When resolving, accelerates the pursuit of the purple mist. If this card is gained, another distorted keyword, gain glitch keyword instead. Huh? Okay, when resolving, accelerates the pursuit of the purple mist. Ah. So, if I change a number on a card, but I use it, then it accelerates the purple mist. So it's a risk-reward play. And it also does it here. In fact, they have multiple health bars because if they had only one, you could change it with your dice and win easily every time. Ah, so they split up the health bar in two. So this enemy has actually 20 life points. Also, hello there. In the villain dive? And it's a complicated name. It could be Endive, Lendive. Okay, I see. The thing is, this is the demo, and I forgive a lot of things in the demo, but I also feel like it should be explained. Like, if you hadn't explained to me this, I would still wonder what this is. Well, let's get some block. Ah, interesting, this can also create blue. Huh. Well, there's nothing to be gained, but let's do it anyway. Maybe a longer tooltip would have deterred some people from playing the game. No, I mean, you only have to do a single tooltip of saying like point here and say like enemies' life bars are split up because of the dice ability. That's all you need. That is the only explanation you need. Because my first assumption when I saw it was like, this is the life bar and this is a block bar. And it was wrong. Maybe they want us to find out. I feel like if you make the game, you need to explain your game. Like, this is not the kind of game where it's like, it's a mystery, figure it out. You can do that with specific boss fights, you know, where there's a specific way to defeat the boss or a gimmick. That is okay if we need to figure that out, but this is an essential basic explanation to the gameplay. Well, it's just my opinion. I feel like the basic essential gameplay should definitely be completely explained. Everything else when it comes to boss fights or specific enemy fights that have like specific ways how you can deal with them most efficiently, that is okay to find out. Yes, they did, but that doesn't explain to me why there are 2 life bars. After casting reduce loaded ammo, we reduce 1 loaded ammo. When it reaches 0, you need to reload the card. You need to reload the card. That's interesting. Ah, okay, so you play it for a gray, and then when it goes to 0, which happens automatically, you need to pay the reload cost. But you keep the card, apparently? It says you need to reload the card, so... does it mean if I play it, it will deal the 12 damage, it loses the loaded ammo to 0? Will it then automatically resolve and eat another mana to reload the card? Or do I do this manually? Well, I can only find out if I try it. Let's try it regardless. So I play it, I shoot. Okay, and instead I get now the crossbow reload card. Okay, I see. I see. Choose between 3 new cards. Gain 2 gold. I will take the gold. Oh, I get both. Okay, cool. Yes, I know I can sometimes... I have not unlocked this ability, but I could change numbers here as well. Take 2 cards with ammo from the draw pile. Reload all reloadable cards in hand with 2. Limited. You can only play 1 card with limited each turn. Okay. Increase the target number or temporarily decrease the target number. Okay. Draw 4 cards is useful, but not really useful until I can literally generate more mana. So I'm going to take the tactical. Let's go here. Pigeon! Pigeon! Anything special? Yes, here. The bird increases its number of attacks each turn. But there's a limit, of course. Lovely. $20 life is a lot. This will hurt a lot. Okay, at D6. I'll rather take the guaranteed and then let's reload. And then I'll play this card without mana. This will hurt. Oh, interesting. So the card stays distorted for the entire run. Interesting. I have no idea what glitch does. Okay, deal damage. You have 11. Well, my best guess is doing this. This is not going to kill you if I do this. This is my best bet, so to speak. Ow. Okay, at least because they're attacking more, they are not like 4-4-4. They could have done that, but I'm glad they didn't. Take 2 cards with ammo from the draw pile. Reload all reloaded cards. With 2. Yeah, okay. Deal 12 damage, huh? Right, we discarded that from the draw pile, so it's not in the draw pile. It's also not in my hand, so that's not gonna help. Well, this is a guarantee. Now I have you, but I don't have any mana left. Useful. Okay. Gain 2 fortified and kick 3. At the start of your turn gain 2 block, then lose half of the fortified. So it gives me 2 block at the beginning of the turn, then lowers the fortified to 1, which means... Oh, so the block that it gives me is called fortified. So it gives me 2 block in the next turn. And then in the turn after that, it gives me 1 block. Okay. Add 3 tack execute to the draw pile. Deal 5 damage, apply 5 distract. Temporary fragile. See? See, this is nice, but now if I wanna know what distract is, I cannot know because I cannot move over to get an explanation for this. This should be in, you know? If I go on here, I need an explanation for everything. So now I have a card that is nice. It says it deals 5 damage. Then it says apply something temporary and fragile. In the meanwhile, I think I have already seen. So yeah, Choose. Deal 5 damage to a random enemy or gain 5 block. Bonus. Remain 3. Okay, bonus. Upon drawing this card, draw 1 more. Okay. Remain 3. After casting, reduce 1 remain. Exert the card when it reaches 0. Restore after rest. Okay. Okay. Casting, you can discard up to 3 cards. For each card discarded, duplicate this card. I see. It's also expensive. I'm going to go with the toolbox. And then I'm going to wait. I have 7. I can buy 2 or 1 card. Discard your hand. Add 6 random cards to your hand. Add mana. Wow, that card is strong. Not for this playthrough. For this match. But later on, this card is certainly strong. Gain block, get 1 coin. After casting, reduce remain by 1. Exert the card when it reaches 0. Restore after rest. So it's basically block, but you get paid for it. Okay. Remove the card from the game after its use. Select a card in hand and remove its distorted keyword. Ah. Gain, when you play a card with temporary, deal 3 damage to a random enemy. Okay. Rocket launcher. 7 damage, repeat this once for each card with temporary in your hand. Add 3 chunk card to your hand. Select up 1 card from the discard pile and return to hand. Discover jump card 3. Yay. Welcome back. Pick a card from 3 cards that fits the requirement. Remove the card from the battle after cast. Add green mana? Okay. I mean, this doesn't make sense because, like, I don't play with green. This one I can't even cast. This one doesn't make sense at the moment. This one is the question, is it a permanent? So it's a permanent effect for the battle? Doesn't tell me. Enemy's health bar is broken, apply Eat Distract to a random enemy, which still doesn't help me because I don't understand what Distract is. When battle stars gain 2 tough. What does it mean? 2 armor? When the battle stars gain luck. That is okay. So, either I get a single card or I get the dice. I'll take the dice. Let's do boss battle. I mean, why not? Oh boy! $150 life points. Oh boy. Oh boy, but I also have that. If missed, gain for accuracy. If not, I need to aim carefully. Focus. The enemy's health bar is broken, all of its focus intentions will be destroyed. I still don't understand what enemy's health bar broken means. This shot will hurt, but only if it hits you. So I would benefit to adjust this number. I would benefit to adjust these 2 numbers. What is this? When shooting on a goblin needs to check 20. The roll plus the accuracy must reach 20 to hit. I see. Okay. I'm okay with that. Well, I took a little bit of damage there. I think that's okay. Deal damage, and game block. But that is mean that he just gets this changed. That is not nice. So the question is this: if you use the 1 dice on this, since it says permanently, does it always apply to the ability shoot? Or will it only apply for this single round? Because that is a question you should ask. No, this turn. Okay. Thank you. First things first. Health bar broken. Okay, so health bar broken is when one of these health bars reach 0. Okay. Two more. Select the effect you want to trigger. 5 damage to a random enemy. Duplicate or gain 5. No, damage. Half. Damage taken is halved, rounded down, and lose 1 every time you are attacked. Now that's mean. Okay. Damage taken is halved, round down, and lose 1 every time you are attacked. So, the first attack is halved, and then the show off is gone. Okay. Well, we can do a risk play if we want to. Huh? So the show off is a buff that he will use when his turn is, not right now. I see. You can pray that he misses. Yeah. Two mana. This 2 mana. Okay. Let's do risk plays. Worth it, I guess. I'm really accurate. Yes, you are. I believe it. 35 life left. 18 damage if the check succeeds. That's a lot. If missed, gain 6 accuracy. Okay. Block. Drop high, reload or reloadable cards. In a hand with 2. It's interesting, does the game always choose the life bar with the biggest health pool, or is it randomly chosen? I mean, I can see it in the next turn or in the next attack. Regardless, it's gonna hurt. Most likely. I have only 1 card left. Let's see. Yeah, it chooses the biggest health bar. The right one is always the priority. Ah, so the rightmost life bar is chosen. Okay. Still have plenty of HP. At the moment, I do. Now I don't. Fun times. Reduce accuracy by 5. Interesting. Well, certainly the defense, and then let's do a risk play instead. And it paid off to play risky. Gold. Choose between 3 new relics. Okay. Require charge 3. Press to activate, add 2 silver mana. When time passes, charge for this relic. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Charge 3, press to activate, gain 4 haste, which they don't explain. Okay. Temporary power, which they don't explain. I mean, this is the demo. I don't know if the full game actually has like tooltip power-ups here to explain what they do. I don't know. I hope they do. And let's take the lemon chance. The full game explains, yeah. I'm glad it does, because like this is... See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, like I see this a lot. You have the game, it's a demo, and there's a demo. Let's take the same example here. The game is out. Like, the game is out, the demo is before the full release. What I see extremely rarely done, but it happens, is that the developer actually updates the demo, patches the demo, whatever. But I feel like devs should make this a normal thing, you know? The better the demo represents the current state of your game, the better your chances that someone is going to say, cool, this is how the game feels like? Nice. Here you see me complain about missing tooltips. And here I stand and feel like, okay, I see missing tooltips. On the first point I say like, okay, it's a demo. I will make the assumption the demo is not near the full release. So I give it the benefit of the doubt. But at the same time, if I have nobody here who tells me, yeah, in the full game there's a tooltip, just like you did, then I still ask myself, will be there a tooltip in the game? Because if not, I feel like I will always be in this situation where I feel like, okay, I don't know if this is good or bad. So yeah, I appreciate when devs actually patch their demos to bring it up as close as possible to the current actual game. Because the better the demo experience is when someone plays it to the actual game, the more likely someone is going to buy your game. That's basically what I would tell every dev. But I only recently saw like newer games from indie devs that they actually do it. But yeah, the full game explains it, so I'm glad about that. It's quite an old demo, they released it before the game. Yeah, so that's why I explained, like the dev should update the demo. In the demo, we are sort of expected to have played deck building games and are familiar with the card mechanics. Now, here's the problem, Coffee. I have played Magic the Gathering. I understand how card games work. But the thing is, every card game has its own rule set. So, even if this card game uses like terms that I'm used to from Magic the Gathering, it doesn't mean that this game is using this term in the same way. You know? That's why it is so important, especially with card games when they do things like this, that you always explain with tooltips what this means. Because the more the player is getting confused and is not informed about the effects and words on cards and what they mean, the less likely they feel like compelled to continue, less likely compelled to give this game even a chance in its full release, because they are sitting here and go like, I don't know what this means. You know, at least I have the understanding of like, okay, this is a demo, I give it the benefit of the doubt, and well, I just try it if I really don't know and nobody's going to tell me. But the majority of people are not like that. They want to know what they are doing. If they are not knowing what they are doing, they feel frustrated very fast. I mean, even I feel frustrated with the fact that these cards do not well, here we have hovers, but when I have like stuff where it's not explained, or when I have cards that have like switch around cards and they have specific effects named on them, but the game doesn't tell me what these effects mean, then I'm not gonna pick it. Because I don't understand. It's a basic principle. Okay. In casting, you can discard up to 5 cards. For each card discarded, duplicate this card. Well, that's basically like Magic the Gathering. The only difference is that here it gives me the choice to discard up to 5 cards. In Magic the Gathering, you basically would need to pay this cost. If you have fewer than 2 cards in your hand, draw 5 cards. If there's no block, add 6 block. If there is no mana, add 2 mana. That's actually quite nice. I'll take that. There we go. There's the proof. Cats give you vitality. If left in hand at turn's end, heal 3 HP. Virtual. When converted to mana, add extra mana of this card's color and draw a card. Then the card is exerted. Exert this card if it stays in hand at turn's end or it's converted to mana. Okay. It's an it's a nice healing card. Take 3 more damage, lose half the vulnerable rounded down at the start of the turn. Okay. Exert. Why would you ever take this card? There must be a specific mechanic that actually supports this card. Because otherwise this card is like a no-go. If left in hand, draw 2 cards. Okay. When drawn, gain 2 block. If left at hand. In the end, it's basically 4 block. It's good if you have a lot of card draw and can shuffle your deck many times. Here's my question. Does it apply vulnerable? Ah, I could read and then I would know. Okay, forget it. Forget it. I ignored the fact that it says to a random enemy. That's why I was so confused, because I was like, why would I want to debuff myself with vulnerable? Never mind. Reading helps. It's educational and makes you wiser. Okay. Derb. You know what? Some healing is not a bad idea. My end phase ends 2 random mana, which are brought over in the next turn, right? You cast a card, deal 3 damage to a random enemy and can only be triggered 5 times per battle. Only 5 times per battle. When picked up, upgrade 2 strike block cards randomly. I'll take the drone. Yes, it brings it over. Okay. It's small informations like these that should actually be written on the card itself, you know? At the end of my end phase. get 2 mana. It carries over. It's like, just this one sentence. It carries over. Would make this card absolutely clear. Let's go here. I'm not sure if I can make it. Basic training. On the side of the road, there's a little training area where a coach is demonstrating the fundamentals of attack and defense. Duck and cover, and you will be safe from the atomic explosion. Yes, I'm not kidding. That is an actual educational video back in 1920, 30s, something like that, 60s, whatever. Like, the fact they teach children duck and cover under your desk in school will save you from most things of the atomic explosion. I'm like, bro. Mana always carries over turns in this game. Okay, good to know. Thank you. Upgrade 1 strike. Upgrade 1 block. Lose 6 gold. Upgrade 3 strikes. Upgrade 3 block. Leave. Why can't I use the dice here? That is not nice. I really wanted to use the dice here. It says it requires 2 charge. I have 3. I wanted to change this. You know, if you have a game where I can literally manipulate every number, why are you not letting me manipulate the number here? Okay, if I move here, it goes here. Okay, I can make it. You can once upgrade back the base. Oh, wait, nice. I was surprised. I thought like this should be normal, like basic, but apparently not. Okay, remove. This one, please. Heal HP. Yes, please. Purification priest. I ran into a priest and he looked alarmed when he saw me. He asked, "My child, you carry an ominous aura. How about I perform a purification for you?" Wow, and of course he wants money for it. What a nice priest. Yeah, that would have been useful. I need nothing of that. I have 4 gold, and to be honest, I think I cannot really... Okay, let's see. If I go here, it goes there. I'll still be able to escape. I think I don't have enough money for anything with the blacksmith. I was never at the blacksmith, but I'll make usually the assumption that in games you need like at least 5 for anything. So let's do this. Hello, Piggy Piggy. Reduce by 1. Okay, what is this? When lose HP, limit the loss to 1, then lose interpret 1. Okay, but that is in the next turn. What do I have here? If you have fewer than 2 cards in hand, draw 5 cards. There's no block at 6 block. And that needs a blue. In other words, I'm going to turn this into a blue. Oh boy, you have 75 life. When you cast a card, deal 3 damage to a random enemy and can only be triggered 5 times per battle. I have luck. Enemy's health bar is broken. Draw 2 cards. Gain 2 block. Gain 4 haste. So here's the same problem. Haste is not explained when I hover over it, which is not helpful. Well, let's just do this. Let's also think about this. I want to play this card, and then I have 2 cards left, so I will also act. When you cast a card... Oh, this is automatically active. Okay. Okay. Well... that's okay. I have too much mana. No. We will do this. I will do this. Let's get some block. And then do this. Left in hand turns and heal. Right. It shoves mana around. I forgot that. Kind of. Why is this card Miracle is currently active? This one? Huh? Oh. Miracle, gain 2 block. Oh. Reading. Reading helps. Do I have anything that... Yeah, I do. Let's play this. Gain more block. Gain block. Gain block. 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 Well, do I want guaranteed 3 block or not? You know what? Risk. Well, it was all the same. Deal 7 damage, apply Butterhand? What? When attacking, check 8. If fails, damage is halved. Lose half at the end of turn. When attacking, check 8. Boom. If it fails, damage is halved. Boom. Lose half at the end of turn. So it's 4. So 8, 4, 2, 0. Okay. Reload, huh? Block, damage. This one costs blue. Okay, let's think. That's 2. And then if I sacrifice this, I could reload. Oh, huh? Oh, the reload did cost a blue mana. My bad. Hi, Flicker Fox. Rehug. How's it going? Windows HP, limit loss to 1. Windows 1 integrate. Okay. Increase attack damage by 2. Reduce damage received by 1. My belly is too full of food. My belly is empty of food. So, I'm looking forward to make my soup later. Okay, health bar broken. This one is free. So... this would give me 6 block. So let's do that. Does that? No, conversion only applies to existing mana. Okay. No 4 block. If this card isn't drawn at this turn's draw card phase, trigger its effect when... What? If this card isn't drawn at this turn's draw card phase, trigger... Ah, so... You draw the miracle, you keep it for 1 round, and then the miracle becomes active. I see. I misread that. Okay, I mean, I can't do anything here. So, keep... How do you keep this card for a turn? Oh, I see. It's not that. It's basically when you draw this card after the draw phase from your deck or from your draw pile, then it becomes active as a miracle. I see. Hmm. 14 estimated damage. Now that is not nice. You have 11. This is 1. This needs a blue. So I need to sacrifice one of these. So we make a blue here. This is pretty mean that it favors the blue mana first before the grey mana. It's pretty mean. I'm not sure if that actually did anything. That didn't apply, that didn't apply. There's no mana at 2. Oh, it gave me mana. Derp. It's nice that you at least can look into your deck. Unlike Magic. In Magic, you need specific cards to do that. 2. Well, this is useless to me at the moment, so we are going to play these 2. Wow, entirely 1 defense. Great. Ow. But you still have only 6 life left, so everything is reduced by 1 damage. But it doesn't matter. Pig is dead. Swap your hand with the draw pile. Oh god. I just imagine if you had this card. No, there is actually kind of a card like that in Magic. Oh no. Just imagine you have like... In most playstyles of Magic, your deck is 60 cards. But you can go beyond that. There's not really a limitation. Just imagine you had like this card and you're in your first turn like, oh, I'm gonna take my entire deck on my hand, which is usually a very bad idea. But if you have the correct deck, then basically having your entire deck on your hand would literally mean you could like win in 1 turn. Yeah, but that is the harmless version of this entire thing. Like when I played Magic, I actually built like decks that had like a pretty high chance to win in the first round. If you go first and you hit the RNG, you win. Because in the first turn you just play everything you need and deal so much damage, the enemy cannot even do anything against it. That was pretty funny. Worst case, you have no energy to play it. Yeah. Lose max HP by dice. Select a card in hand and destroy it. Okay. So, this is very specific against very negative cards in your hand. Deal damage. Gain luck. Add junk card to your hand. Do I understand this correctly that the bad apple is the junk card? By destroy, they mean completely from your deck, removing it completely from your deck. Okay. Is the bad apple in this card the junk card? It's one of the junk cards you can get. So if I play this, I could potentially get a bad apple or multiple ones, or random other junk cards that I have no idea what they are. Oh, okay. You know, looking at this hover up there helps. Apply 7 bleed. Hopefully the bleed is not on me. I don't feel like these junk cards are as chunky as people mean, as I would feel about it. Doesn't mean it's useless. No, I actually don't see it as useless. There are a few cards in there that I feel like are not very beneficial depending how your deck looks like. But the majority of those cards don't feel like, you know, useless cards. Which is funny because they are called junk cards. The terror table. I saw a weird table with some cards on it and a sign next to it saying, help yourself to the cards, but don't take too many. What's this all about? Are those cursed cards? Let's see. How? Yeah, I'm not sure how you do a 16 check with 1 dice. Distract. When being attacked, check 16. If failed, double the damage. Okay, it's a risk-reward card. I think I'm gonna stay with the slow sword. Select up 1 card from the following and add to library. Okay, I was like, can I steal more than one card? Check is done with the D20. Oh, okay. I mean, yes, but you know, even with one D20, getting a 16 plus is harsh. I mean, yeah, I get it, I get it. It's not that I do everything. Okay, if I go here, it goes there. If I go there, it goes there. I feel like I cannot dilly-dally, I need to go a little bit faster. Oh look, it's woofles. That's why it's good when it's applied on enemies. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, what are you? Wolfpack. At the start of turn, it has an ally. What? At the start of the turn, if it has an ally and 8 or more evasion, the intention bite time for attack will be generated. Yes, that would be helpful if I knew what that means. When being attacked, check 20. Add evasion 10 to the final result. If succeed, the attack misses. Lose half regardless of whether successful or not. Okay. Okay, so get rid of one wolf. Okay, do I want to change anything? What? Okay, I wanna ask this since at least 2 people here played this game. Out of curiosity, and it's okay to spoil me that. What if you change the number of your deck? Will it just duplicate randomly cards existing in your deck to the new number? Like if I would now change this from 9 to 18, would it just duplicate every card? Toolbox. Permanently change. D6. That's okay. If it's inferior to the current number, the remaining cards get distributed between your hand and your discard pile. But when it goes over, so I have 9, if I would change this to 18, what happens then? Does it just randomly chooses from the existing cards in my deck 9 random cards and adds that? If it's, yeah, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't wait, sorry. If it's superior, no duplication is done, but it takes cards from your hand and discards to match the number. Aha, interesting. Huh. Okay. What an interesting way of doing that. Okay. Well, you are going to deal 12 damage, which is a lot. If that number goes beyond all over the cards you have, it just doesn't reach that number. Okay. Okay. 2 more mana, which is okay. Get some block. There's my slow sword, which I cannot play. Yay. If you rolled 16 and you have 14 cards, it stops at 14, for example. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. I will do the block. Wonderful. How? Chef Raid. Okay, I should use all my mana first. The cards is not so important. 6 block, which is more than any block can do. Deal 6 damage. After you cast any card, deal 3 damage. Ah, okay. That is bite time for attack. Okay, I see. It's a D6, okay. Well, I wait, so... So the trick with changing your deck or discard pile number is to aim for an inferior number so you have a good chance to get cards back into your hand. Yeah, that makes sense. Turn blue, reload. Second, 1 left. That's not what I... Yo, 1 left. Wait. Ugh. Turn blue, reload. Shoot. Turn blue. Bum, 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 bum. Should be welcome back. There we go. Welcome back. So, why I'm still... no, this is intentional. Okay. So, let's turn this blue. I should have done this otherwise. My mistake. No, it's okay. It's actually okay. It's actually okay. First I thought I made a major mistake, but I didn't. Okay. I think I'm gonna forego this. Turn this blue so I can reload that. Wait, I reloaded and got rid of it? Okay, whatever. So be it. Ah, right, this needs purple. I forgot. Oh well. It is what it is. I could use it. And I probably should use it. Wow. Damn, son. Okay. Okay. This costs 2 mana. This costs 1. The miracle effect doesn't work because, yeah. This would add 2 mana, so casting this afterwards is better. Huh. Isn't... okay, yeah. I was like, doesn't that count as dual blue? Okay. Cannot cast that. We need to turn something blue. Ah, if there's no block. Okay, my bad, my bad. Reading. Reading helps. Have you heard of our Lord and reading? Okay, what are you doing? Move the card from battle after cast. Only exists in this battle. Won't be in your deck after the battle. Okay. After casting this card, add a one-time copy of it to your hand and reduce the required mana of the copied card by 1. Okay. I mean, it doesn't matter because, like, I cannot cast it anyway. Draw 2 cards. And why should... It doesn't matter. Let's just play it. Okay. Add a green mana. Yay. Now I have a green mana. But I can turn a green mana into something else. Right? Can I turn a colored? But that is mean. You cannot turn a colored mana into a grey one. That is mean. That is very mean. Why? Meh. Void color in this game, okay. In Magic the Gathering it's called colorless. Okay. I do have a crossbow now, which I should use. And then I was very sad. Well, do I try to damage it or do I go with this instead? And get myself 6 block. 10 damage or 6 block. Heckies. Now, what would be wonderful if you could turn colored mana into different colored mana, but I will make the assumption that the game probably offers something like that down the line, just not like right now. Oh well. Now I'm stuck with some green mana that I don't need. That was a bad decision. The folding stool is back. Hooray. If it just would use green mana, that would be helpful. Blue. There's a lot of things going on there. This wolf is very good at rolling dice. I'm impressed. To be honest, I am impressed. Now I'm not impressed. Okay, the developer of this game is clearly very a huge trading card game nerd, but they're going all the lengths of like a Magic the Gathering card by making the cards very complex. Temporarily decrease the target non-card, non-dice number. Okay, so it targets abilities that have nothing to do with the dice number. Okay. Put at least 2 cards from the hand to the top of the draw pile. So, it's shuffling around, basically. Keeping cards into the draw pile that you want to draw next time. temporarily decrease the target non-card, non-dice number. No, that's basically what I just said. For example, a value of 4 will become D8, matching its expected value for cumulative values like HP or money. Dice are rolled immediately for a result. Okay. Yeah. Hello, Mr. Woody. Woody was born as a piece of wood, worked hard from its top to the roots. Power of flames was... What? Power of flames was he trained. The fire burned off his greens. Here's a tree fact for you. Did you know that almost everything in a tree is dead? There's only a single layer of a few millimeters thick that is right after the bark that is actually alive. Wonderful. I learned new things thanks to YouTube. Deal 5 damage. Mastering 5 punches in the simple task for tree folk. Okay. Oh boy, you have 75 life. Great fact about trees, but they have a fire punch anyway. That is true. Well, let's change a number. I should have chosen the rightmost number. I know. The moment I cast it, I was like, damn it. Do you like your life? Because it's not very fun. Hey, I can heal 3 HP. And I have to reload the crossbow. But hey, Woody. How are you doing? A bit of everything. So it would draw from this. Question: when the discard pile is getting moved to the deck, does it shuffle? Okay. So if I play this, it will shuffle all 8 discard cards into my deck. I will draw 2 cards and then I will put 2 cards to the top of the draw pile. But you've played your limited card this turn, which was plan B. Ah. No. But it says limited each turn. What is defined as a turn? This battle? Or my turn? Because a turn is usually what I'm just doing right now. Oh, did I play this already? Yeah, okay. No, it's good, it's good. It's my turn. I played it in this turn. Yes, you're right. My bad. Well, I can only play 1 card anyway. Do I want to do this? 1 to 8 damage? Or do I want the block? No, let's do this. Yeah. I just ignored the fact that I played plan B in the same turn. Brub. Well, Woody. Hi, Woody. Discover a card from the Other Realm. 3. Pick a card from 3 cards that fit the requirement. Wait. Deal 4 damage to the enemy. Repeated 4 times. Wow. Okay. But, yeah, okay. You can play it with gray. With colorless. With void. I'm sorry. Void. Heal 3 HP. Rebound? I wish I would know what rebound is. Play 7 burn, apply 7 apply 7 burn, apply 7 blind, gain 7 block, gain 1 tough, get 1 coin, add 9 drop near duplicate to the drop pile. Okay. Deal 10 damage to all enemies. Give all enemies 3 weak. Gain 12 block. Heal 7 HP. Deal 7 damage to a random enemy. What was kick again? Oh, kick. Wasn't kick? Yeah, up to 20. Okay. Rebound means it goes back into your hand after being played. Okay, I see. A blue or a purple. Okay. Move the card from battle after cast. Okay. Gain 9 block, miracle evasion. Yeah. I'll take the unstable portal. And now I'm going backwards into the mist. Or maybe I don't. Oh no, not you again. The rest of Pig King. Refreshing. When resolving, roll an 8-sided die and take its result. Focus. If the enemy's health bar is broken, all of its focus and intentions will be destroyed. Okay? Refreshing. So Bren Gun can repeat up to 20 times if you can discard 20 cards. Yeah. Think about how to deal with you, kid. Okay. Okay. Fatigue. The Pig King will do a dice check after the rest. If the check succeeds, the Pig King will prepare a heavy attack. Otherwise, the Pig King will prepare a light attack. Ah, okay, I see. So that means here he would need to roll an 8. No, he will do this anyway. I mean, it's good that it says like it does a dice check, which is logical because we already know this is dice check related. What I would like to know is like, what kind of dice is he going to throw? Is it going to be a D20? Okay. So if he fails, he gains fatigue? So next turn he's going to rest. Okay. Well, I wanna break. I wanna break a health bar. But as far as I understand, the focus comes in next turn. So I actually want to break the health bar in the next turn. Not now. No, it's now? I mean, this is what he will do on his turn, right? So this counts as focus. So if I break a health bar now, this effect will not happen. Okay. Okay. This is literally, I'm sorry, so when I click here on my draw pile, is this the order the cards come out of the draw pile? This is the topmost card and this is the lowest card in my draw pile? No, it's randomly shown what is in my deck. Okay. Okay, he is definitely not going to attack him next turn, so that's okay. I don't even know. Did I draw this card in this turn? He's going to attack next turn, but as I read it, he is going to think about what attack is going to do. I will see it anyway. Well, I'm not sure if I did draw. You drew it. Okay. Good question what I'm actually going to put then there. I mean, I can do this, and I can also do this. That's okay. This is free. This is on Miracle, which it gives me 6 block. This would only add mana. Yeah. Oswald is on Miracle right now. Is it? Shouldn't it be surrounded by a yellow border if it's on Miracle? Or is it only showing the outline of Miracle if I can cast it? I mean, this one is yellow border, which is the indication the miracle is in effect. But here it is not. Do I need the blue mana to see? I can test it. Okay. What does an orange border mean? Oh, orange border means you... Orange border means you can play it. Yellow border means miracle active and you can cast it. And... yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Question, since you definitely played this game, Did the dev change this in the sense of like giving it a small yellow border as indication it's miracle active but you cannot cast it? Yes, it has something added to the full version. That's good, well, because it is very confusing to keep track of Miracle. Even if I cannot cast it mana-wise, I would still need the information to know that the Miracle is active. So, I'm glad that is in the game. $20 damage, I think, if I saw that correctly. I don't have any mana. I'm not gonna get the block, but I could get 2 mana. Oh, yeah, okay. This was my limited card. My bad. That's okay. See, the reason that I say like he's not going to attack is one, the decision that he's going to think about it. The next thing is this. The picking will do a dice check after the rest. And this is the rest. So he does the rest, then he does a fatigue check. Because it says the Pick King will prepare a heavy attack. Otherwise he will prepare a light attack. Preparing to me means he takes a turn until he attacks. Up left, just right of the parameter icon, you have recaps. Here, the combat log. Now is the question, which is the last thing? He's preparing this turn and attacks this turn. Okay. With it you can see how fatigue works. Which one is the last entry? Okay. Nine, 11, 3. Okay, it was even 23 damage. Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything except this. Is this intentional that bosses do not tell you how much damage they're going to do? I mean, in this case, he either has a light or a heavy attack, but it is never noted anywhere how much damage that means. Okay. Okay. Another question. In regards to this log, in the actual game, does it scroll the combat log to the bottom automatically and put like a line in the combat log to indicate this is this turn, this is enemy turn, you know? Is that in the game? What are these players doing? They demand so much from me. Lines in the log. A log that should scroll on its own. Are they mad? Death is losing his mind. Yeah, not sure about the line, but it scrolls to keep it open. Okay. You know, the line would help to differentiate between the turns between me and the boss, like a red line, a blue line, something like that. So I can easily distinguish in the log, okay, so that happened. And the auto scroll, like I understand in the demo that it doesn't scroll, which has its benefit because I know this is the last part. This is where I left it off. But yeah. Blah blah blah. Well, deal 16 damage. Bro. I could do this to do that. And then cry. Sounds like a good plan. In my head, at least. I mean, that's 16 damage. Actually, it's 15 because he will reduce the damage by 1. On the other hand, that is also good, but useless because it also doesn't use the heal. It's also expensive. That's the next part. I think this is my best choice here. Ah, okay, yeah. So it's 12 damage, but that's still completely acceptable. Imagine having something, but instead having nothing. If left it in, so heal 3 HP. Which is nice, but it doesn't help. It's interesting how this card is not meant to be played in a normal sense. Either convert or leave it in your hand. Very interesting. Ow. Okay. I don't have a purple. Well, my best guess is, my best try here is to deal some damage and add my blocks. Can't really do anything more than that. This still hasn't been explained to me. What is haste? Haste is drawing cards each time you play a card. Okay. So if I play a card with haste 4, I draw 4 cards. I see. Wait, haste is drawing cards each time you play a card. Oh, so it's per turn. You draw 1 and it reduces it by half. What? Theoretically, if I click on lemon juice, I get haste 4. What do I do to trigger it? I play a card, and then it reduces haste to 2. I play a card, I draw a card, it reduces to 1. I play a card, I draw a card, it reduces it to 0. I'll use it and look at the bottom near your lock. Ah, so it goes here, but yeah, but it's this. If it's active, I play a card, I draw a card. That is the effect, right? One for one. Okay, now, then I understand. I just wonder if I should do this right now. If it's worth to risk it for a purple conversion. D4, which could potentially mean I could push the luck into 6, but for what? I don't really have anything that really helps me in this regard. So... yeah. drop higher reload or reloadable cards in hand with 2. Yeah, you're right. Cannot play plan B, keep it in mind. I could risk it for the biscuit to gain myself some... Sure, let's do it. Oh well, I failed. Why is he only getting the heavy attacks? I feel mistreated, to be honest. Well, I did draw it this turn, so there's no miracle active on it. This is my best bet for damage. I just wonder if I should use the 1 dice. Like, I can use it now 4 times. You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, or something like that. To reduce massively his, like, life. I feel like that would be useful. I'm gonna concentrate on these last numbers. I know it sucks, but like, it would be foolish not to do the 60. And foolish not to do the 50. You know, usually people cry about low numbers, but in this regard I have to say, like, I'm glad. Well, oh, I have a toolbox. That is helpful. This is not miracled. Well, I could risk this. I mean, why not? I'm very good with 1s. Yes. Let's reduce some damage. It's gonna hurt. Ow. Ow. Okay, everything is back in the deck. I could actually draw my bow. And this is my other option. Okay, let's think. I need to sacrifice a blue. I could sacrifice... This counts as blue, right? Yeah. Okay. So, I don't have to. I could sacrifice this for blue. So this is reserved for this. Keep in mind, blue is gonna be used first. So I could do a risk block and a strike. And then a plan B. Wait, use this, use this. Wait, what? Yeah, use this, turn blue. Then it's 2 cards. But it's not fewer than 2 cards. Yeah. Use this. Use this. Turn this blue. Use this. Yeah. It's not gonna give me more cards in my hand. But it would give me block if I wouldn't add block in the first place. The reload is good damage. Yeah, it is. Okay, so if I use this, I would get my crossbow. Wait, the crossbow is gray. This is limited? Okay. Does this also turn? Yeah, okay. Gray, gray. Yeah, whatever. Now is the question, do I get 3 block or do I gamble? I gamble. It was worth it. Okay. Wow, it's so much less damage. It's only 10 damage. Only. Yeah. Well, I have here 12 damage. Which is not enough to kill him. Ah, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, but 10 damage is still, like, massive. Okay, this is 12. This is 17. Which is still 6 off. Which I could do with slow sword, but I don't have enough mana. Which sucks. Wait, this is 12, this is 22. No, I cannot actually... Wait? No, I actually can finish him off. Maybe? No. No, I cannot. I cannot. That's too bad. I also forget his damage reduction. Which I was like, what is damage reduction, right? Smile. Yeah, I can kill him next turn. Maybe. Now is the better question. Do I concentrate on blocks? Which I probably should. No, I kind of want to avoid the damage. Okay, he still has 14. Jeff raids. That's not 14 damage. That could be beneficial. I could risk that for 2. Yeah, sure. We can make that after the break. Yeah, my idea is basically turn this purple, use this with the hopes of as much as possible damage, and then I can still decide if I want to do a block or deal damage. I guess that's a pretty good approach to this round. One minute and 35 seconds. Do, 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 do. 25 seconds. Okay, welcome back. Sorry. So yeah, let us do that. So I'm gonna turn this into a purple. Then we are going to do this. Okay. And I get random shit. Okay. Okay. Now the blue... the blue is not going... Yeah, well, it can help. Okay. So basically I get 3 mana. And block. Which is good. That's basically more mana than I actually need. I mean, sure, why not? What just happened? Oh, I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. Oh, good job. Can I have a game where rolling 1s is like totally OP? I would succeed on that. Damn it. Oh, well. You could use your choose. Oh, this, yeah. I could. Sorry. I didn't draw. I just played the card. I didn't draw a new card. Oh, haste. When you cast a card, add a mana, then lose 1 haste. Did they change it? Is how you described it, is that how it is in the actual game? Ah, okay. Don't worry. It's okay. Nobody's perfect. It's fine. Here, have a small rock. Oh well. Of course he chooses the Great Glaive. We could end this, and we will. Hooray. When the battle starts, increase mana capacity by... That's pretty powerful, actually. Right? Yeah, it's a D4. I mean, this is pretty powerful, even if you get just 1 more mana. Mana capacity. Okay, when enemy's health bar is broken, apply 8 distract to a random enemy. Oh god, what was distract? Roll a dice. If you fail, it either negates the entire damage or it halves it. You can read stuff, can I? I'm going with the empty battery. Oh, Interesting. Huh? Why does it not work on that? What description? Also, very funny. I get a hover over here, here, but none here. I'm taking the battery. Deal 100 damage? Excuse yourself? Okay. Okay. To a random target, if there's a remaining ammo, check 8. If successful, repeat once. How? Wait, that's a... Is that the symbol for a D4? So it deals only 1 to 4 damage to a random target? Or is it a D20? I thought... Oh my god, like, it looks like... Look, this symbol on the original card looks like the same symbol on the left side card. From the distance from me, because the lines of the D20 are so thin that it looks like a D4. Yeah, I see the D20 descriptor there in the top left corner, I know, but the symbol really looks like a D4 from this distance because it's so small. Okay. The left is a D12. Okay. Yeah. Look, I'm not a Dungeon and Dragons player. Oh, I know why I make this mistake. I understand now why I make this mistake. Okay. What is this? After cast, if the number of different mana colors in your mana pool reaches the required value, trigger the following effect. Void is not a color. Deal 40 damage to all enemies. Wow. That is not useful for me. This one is very tempting. But the reload... Huh? Does it mean that if I want to reload the revolver, I need 6 mana? So the reload will... no. God. I have to understand this. Okay. Yeah, so the mana cost is 1 mana, and then it does reload all 6. It also gives me luck for some reason. You know, this is very tempting, but the problem is that it only restores after a rest. It's massive, but it's also very expensive, so I will go with the revolver. Add to random mana. Okay. When you lose HP, gain 4 critical hit. When the battle starts, gain 4 critical. Huh? When you lose HP, you get critical hit when you start the battle. So in the beginning of each encounter, I start with 4 critical hits. And every time I lose HP, I get additional plus 4 critical hits. On top of that I do not know what critical hits are. Luck is good for the gun since it has to check for 8 between each shot to continue shooting. Yeah, makes sense. When the battle starts, draw 1 card. Add grey mana. Okay. Colorless, avoid mana. What does critical hit do? I mean, it's logical what a critical hit is, but in context of this game. Da, 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 da. Time to drink something. Okay. And I will make the assumption the critical hit. I make the assumption the critical hit is a number that halves itself after it was triggered. After a turn, actually. Okay. Okay, it does a d20 check, but what number do you need to reach? Do you need to roll a 20? I'm very sorry that I'm using you like my personal manual here with my questions, but it helps a ton out what you're doing. You roll a d20 and if it's equal or more than your crit number, it does double damage. Ah, okay. It's extremely helpful what you're telling me. It's like, usually I would dive into a wiki and go like, answer my questions. I'm gonna go with the jacket. Sure, sounds reasonable. Not that it probably, I don't know what here happens. So much for this pig king finally out of the village. Let's keep moving forward. The royal city seems to be a bit still. The royal city seems to be a bit away still. I hate this phrasing because I make probably this mistake because I'm not a native English speaker. When I would write this, I would say like, the royal city seems still to be a bit away. But I will make the assumption this is correct. Sounds weird to me, because I'm always used it the other way. Need to cross this forest first. Time to go. Wait, it seems the demo ends here. No! The 4th wall break in the game. Time spent. Don't tell me I played over 2 hours. I played over 2.5 hours. Yeah, I kinda expected that this is going to be the end of the demo. Makes perfect sense. Great game. I like it. Like I said, I probably saw a trailer to this game before it was released and wasn't too much interested because I'm not too much into card games these days. Strangely enough, you know, coming from someone who played for years Magic the Gathering. But I have to say, probably this game is more interesting to me because it's more unconventional, you know? Big knowledge update. So now if you return the demo, you can upgrade yourself to roll more stuff in the game. Yeah. See, I know how trading card games work. I get it. And like I said, I'm coming from Magic the Gathering, a trading card game that is very complex these days and has a huge amount of rules. Like, you literally have, well, at least they improved it. Like, in all the cards, there is no explanation what the abilities on the cards actually do. These days, at least, the cards very often have an explanation of saying like, this ability means this and it does that, which is good. But in the end, Magic is going on for such a long time. There are so many different rules. I know that's why we are playing specific rule sets for Magic the Gathering. So we don't play like ancient old cards with the current time. To avoid especially this problem of having like so many abilities, nobody can really keep all of them in their head except Magic the Gathering judges. So yeah, I know how complicated those games can become. And to some degree, this developer is doing a very similar thing, but this is a video game. So in a video game, you always have this ability to give you information hovers that explain exactly what this card is doing. True. Are you getting ready to play with Mutant Ninja Turtles? Should I understand that they intend to make a trading card game with turtles? Or is this a nudge towards the probably last released Turtles game? It's coming in Magic the Gathering soon. Oh god. You know, this is the other thing. I'm not keeping track anymore what's going on in Magic the Gathering at all. I'm also not playing the current Magic the Gathering game that's out there. Mostly, don't misunderstand me, I like the current iteration they have in Magic the Gathering as a video game, but I also don't like that you have to pay, you know, like here's your virtual card, but kind of at the similar price point, which is like, cool. But it's understandable, it's typical Wizard of the Coast approach. So yeah, I played a little bit when it was released, the Magic the Gathering game. What is it called again? Magic the Gathering Arena, I think it's called, right? You can play with cards from the Avatar show now in Magic the Gathering. I heard about that today in my stream from another chatter, that this is coming to Magic the Gathering. Yes, that was quite surprising. I was like, huh, okay, whatever. So yeah. See, the thing is this. I played Magic the Gathering. Yes, I also collected Magic the Gathering cards. I also tried Magic the Gathering Arena when it was released. But at this point, I'm like, you know, I'm okay with reading the novels. Because the novels are really interesting to have like the deeper background information about the worlds Magic the Gathering is playing in. They are very interesting to read. But playing Magic the Gathering is less and less a thing I do now. Maybe at some point I might dip back into Arena and check it out again, how it looks like today. But I always played Magic the Gathering as casual, you know? Sure, I checked it out once in a smaller local tournament, but my experience wasn't so great there. So I stand by that I enjoy Magic the Gathering to play in a casual setting where there's nothing on the line and we just play Magic and that's it. True, there's gonna be a novel in summer 2026. See, they have always like released new expansions and so on, and everything has always a novel behind it. I think at some point they kind of stopped with it and then made like some kind of compendium novel where they have like a story in it, but they didn't continue like directly every expansion and every series with a single novel released, because I think it didn't have as much success as they thought it would be. So right now I'm basically reading the novels on my e-reader, but there's the next problem, you know, like e-readers are always tied to a specific store and then you are forced to buy through that store unless you find the novel published as an EPUB version that you can load on the e-reader. So yeah, sometimes it is very, very weird. No, it's not weird, it's understandable. Book publishers feel threatened by ebooks, and because of that, they try to charge you the same price in ebooks as in real books, and it is really stupid because it doesn't make any sense. Why should I pay this amount of money when you do not have to ship anything to me? There is no paper involved, no printing, nothing. It's like, you cannot charge me a full price of this ebook. It's dumb, but they try to do it as much as possible. So yeah, it kind of sucks. It also is a price difference between the different stores that sell the ebooks as well, which makes you sometimes cry when someone else says like, but on my e-reader this book costs like $5, and I'm like, yeah, and here it costs 25. So yeah. They do story stuff on their YouTube channel now. That's nice. See, I will say this. I will say this, and at the same time I will also say I hope it never happens. Let me also make myself visible again. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Regardless, before I drift off into this, as a conclusion, I really enjoyed my time in Diceomancer. Yes, I'm interested to pick up the full game, and if I do, I don't feel against the idea to also stream it, but there could also be the possibility that it becomes a game of like on stream, off stream, however I feel it. Maybe. I don't know yet. But the demo definitely changed my opinion on the game in a very positive way. So, good job.